Do you want to know how to sell interior design services? Oh, good. I'm so glad you asked because I love to talk about that. Stick around because I'm going to show you the 5 ways to sell interior design services. First of all, I want to explain to you the difference between a commodity and a specialty service. A commodity is something that can be price compared. Those are services like plumbing, for example. If you've ever had a plumber come to your house, you know that you can price compare plumbers and ask them how much one will charge to install your toilet and how much the other will charge to install your toilet. That kind of service is a commoditized service that can be price compared. What you want to do for yourself as a sole service provider is to take yourself out of a price comparable service category and put yourself into a specialized service category. That's when shifting your language can support you in creating bigger sales and converting sales. So let's talk about how to use that language to convert sales. So when you talk about yourself as a specialized service, what you'll be able to do is enroll your potential client into a vision for what you can give to them. Now, that vision could look like something like, yeah, I'm definitely going to pick the paint colors and find the furniture and do all of that stuff. But what you're really getting from me is that I'm going to lead your family towards this whatever outcome you uniquely can support them in getting. For example, there's designers in my program who are specialists in future telling by way of space making. What I mean is they ask their clients what they want to achieve and manifest in their future, and then they design a house that supports them in achieving that thing in the future. So what they do is go to sales meeting and say that their specialty service is that they're going to help you manifest things in your life. Can you price compare an interior designer who supports someone in manifesting things, like teach someone how to manifest something in their life? That's not a price comparable thing. Had they gone into, and they maybe were in the past, going into sales meetings saying, we're going to pick paint colors, furniture selections, we'll do all the drawings. Well, doing drawings is price comparable. Furniture selection is price comparable. In fact, a lot of retailers, you probably know this, have a sign, like West Elm has a sign on the front of their store that says, free design services. Yeah, commoditized service. And that's what you want to take yourself out of. So how can you put yourself into specialty service by way of bringing forward something from yourself that only you can offer your clients? All right, so we just talked about how to put yourself into specialized service. Now we're going to talk about how to talk about yourself as a specialized service in a way that makes your clients understand what you're saying and relevant to them. So here's how I want you to talk about what you do. When you first meet with that client, get to know their pain points. What that means is get to know the pain that they were feeling that made them reach out to an interior designer. Some common ones I hear are, this feels like a puzzle. We don't have time to put it all together. I don't know how to figure out my style. My spouse and I fight all the time about making decisions. So things like that. So get to know what your potential client's pain points are. And then when you talk about what you do, point it back to a specific pain they had. For example, if they say, I never have enough time to work on my house, you get to say, with my specialized service, it's going to save you so much time because I'm going to be the one guiding your family. For example, with my company, our special signature system is biographical design. That is when we uncover what your biography is and use points along your biography and design space to reflect those points. So when we meet in a potential sales client meeting and they say, oh, our pain point is it feels like a puzzle, I'm able to say, with biographical design, it won't feel like a puzzle because what we're doing is we're taking these things from you and we're designing a room that reflects that. So it won't feel like a puzzle because you don't feel like a puzzle to yourself. You know yourself pretty well. So the decision-making process will feel easy. Are you picking up that there's like a foundational thing here that needs to happen in order to support all those other things? Yeah, it's that you get to pick what your specialty is. You get to decide and vision and create what your specialty will be. That's going to be the foundational thing that's going to support you in what we just talked about, which is enrolling client into vision, understanding how your unique differentiator supports their pain points, and all the other things. First has to come down to what's your specialty? Okay, so let's break all of that down into what are the 5 action steps you need to take right now in your next sales meeting. Number 1, talk about yourself as a specialist, not in terms of commoditized service. Number 2, enroll your clients into the vision of how their lifestyle will be better when they follow your leadership. Number 3, develop what your specialty is so that you can actually be a specialized service. Number 4, always start your sales meeting by getting to know what your clients' pain points are so that when you talk about what you do, you can talk about how what you do alleviates their pain. All right, number 5, build up your mindset as it relates to sales. How can you support yourself in feeling empowered when you're wearing your sales hat? Write this down. Being comfortable wearing a sales hat is the most powerful way to make sales. All right, you have so got this. Whether in the past you were feeling yucky about sales, I know that in the future you can feel confident wearing that sales hat because first and foremost, you're a salesperson. I don't know if that gives you a in your stomach, but it's true. The only way for you to make money is for you to sell. So getting good at this stuff is really, really important. If you want to develop yourself as a salesperson even more, consider joining my Sales Mastery program, which is included in a 3-day immersion that will teach you and get you all set up in sales for interior designers specifically. I know it will be really powerful for you. If you're interested in learning more about that, come on over to biographicaldesign.com.